The Fianna Fáil leader has strongly criticised the government, accusing it of overspinning and under-delivering. Addressing delegates at the party's Ardthace in Dublin last night, Michael Martin said that Fine Gael had taken a big move to the right in recent months under the leadership of Leo Varadkar. "So much spin, so little action," said Mr. Martin in his keynote speech. Michael Martin criticises Taoiseach over addiction to spin at Ardthace 17 pic.twitter.com for 7/1, Root News at News October 14, 2017. There are today more political appointees working on communications than at any time in our history. The Taoiseach has actually appointed a marketing expert to his department, said Mr. Martin. He has appointed no expert to advise on health, or housing, or Brexit or any other of the most urgent problems, but he has an entire team to shoot videos to sell his image. On Fine Gael moving to the right, Mr. Martin said their biggest priority has been a push for a more divisive and regressive tax policy and no interest in tackling the deep problems in public services. Only an out-off Dutch elite could have come up with the idea of trying to divide society into those who get up early in the morning and everyone else. Martin accuses Fine Gael of trying to divide society into those who get up early in the morning and everyone else. Ardthace 17 pic.twitter.com Vobate YF7, Root News at News October 14, 2017. Earlier in the evening, party delegates voted by a significant majority to oppose any attempt to diminish the constitutional rights of the unborn. Another motion supporting a woman's right to choose in the forthcoming referendum on the Eighth Amendment was also defeated by a significant majority. The votes came following a lengthy debate with 22 contributions from the floor. The Fianna Fáil leadership has already said that members will be given a free vote on the issue in the event of a referendum. Fianna Fáil delegates called for an electronic, frictionless border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland following Brexit. A motion, put forward during a discussion on foreign affairs, trade, Northern Ireland and Europe, suggested that a border similar in style to the M50 toll system be put in place. It suggested an auto-logging system for all goods and services traded between the UK and the European Union. The work of the Oireachtas Good Friday Agreement Committee was commended, and a motion to build on a united community in trade and cooperation free from the burden of border posts and checkpoints was passed. There were calls from delegates for the parties involved in the Northern Ireland Assembly to end the current stalemate in order to deal with the challenges facing citizens on the island in relation to Brexit. There was also further criticism of the government's decision to spend €5 million on its strategic communications unit. The party's spokesperson on jobs, enterprise and employment said the money could have gone a long way in addressing issues such as housing. Dara Calleary told delegates that Fianna Fáil would pursue action on housing and homelessness. Meanwhile, finance spokesperson Michael McGrath said TDs would wait to see the finance bill next week to examine the controversial issue of stamp duty on commercial property for farmers. Mr. McGrath said it was not easy for the party to facilitate the formation of a Fine Gael minority government. "We did this to give the country the possibility of political stability in a very uncertain time," he said. He said an overarching condition of stability was a change of approach to budgets, and were it not for Fianna Fáil, 420,000 mortgage holders would be losing 100% of their mortgage interest relief at the end of this year. He said the handling of the tracker mortgage scandal by the banks had been a disgrace, and assured delegates that the central bank would be rigorously questioned when it goes before the Oireachtas Committee on Finance next week. Delegates have also voted in favour of a motion which stated that under no circumstances Fianna Fáil would enter into coalition with Sinn Féin. Sinn Féin leader Gerry Adams said he was bemused by the motion. Speaking yesterday at a meeting of his party's Ard Cham Herald in Dublin, Mr. Adams said it is of no surprise that the Fianna Fáil leader doesn't want Sinn Féin in government. For nearly 100 years, both they and Fine Gael have run the state in their interests, the interests of elites, and not the interests of citizens. He added that it would be more honest and appropriate for Fianna Fáil to go into government with Fine Gael.